Welcome back to another episode of Cactus Core Plays Asagao Academy. My name is Bobby.
I'm Kevandre.
And last time we did things.
So PBG and John were just like, hey, we feel bad about kicking you guys out, and we'd be happy to take you back into the fold.
Yeah,
or, at least, we're happy to believe you, and we'll be your friends and everything like that. And they asked us if we'd accept their apology, and Bobby flipped a coin and said, "Niet."
Right. Which was very, very important. We had to remain individualistic. It wasn't just okay for them to just be like, oh yeah, we're going to take you back because we're doing you a favor. It's like, no, fuck you. We're going to come back on our own terms, or not at all. Yeah. And we did a little finger wave, waggle thing.
We also committed some B&E, and we went into the school a couple times when it was nighttime.
That's right.
And caught by the principal.
And he's doing naughty things with the teacher, who constantly has
We
problems.
assume he's doing naughty things with the teacher. We didn't confirm that.
With the red ascot and all that stuff, I mean, come on.
Or maybe he's just into doing kinky shit to himself with a red ascot in the school.
I'm not going to kink shame for that.
Don't get carried away.
Wow. Okay, I suppose it's been a long enough time for that. But, damn.
People were making jokes about that a month after it happened.
Yeah, and that wasn't cool. Because he was a good actor. But that's me. And then, Satch had a VR thing going on.
Yeah, that was a couple episodes ago.
Yeah, that was weird.
And, we picked the chrysanthemum.
Yeah.
And the vanilla cake.
Because who the fuck would pick a cocoon? I'm still wondering how that's going to play into all this. I feel like there was more to that than what it's letting on.
He's just going to surprise us with a chrysanthemum.
Could be.
One day he shows up, he just gives us a cocoon. I was hoping you'd pick the cocoon.
That'd be fucking cool.
It would really crystallize him as our favorite boy.
Yeah. But,
this motherfucker not reacting to my
jokes! That was a good one, but I didn't want to give you credit for it. Because it seemed like kind of a stretch. Even though that's kind of like our thing.
Yeah, it's a great joke.
Yeah, it's a great joke for us.
Yes.
I'm not sure if other people would get it.
The bar is low, friends.
Yes, it's very low for us. If you're here watching us, thank you.
Yeah.
We know how far you've sunk into the bottom, and we're here for you.
Alright, let's continue. I hoped a short walk would clear me... I'm already fucking this up. I hoped a short walk would help me clear my mind and get rid of the sleepy haze that settled over me. I hoped that it would clear me mind.
Well,
I felt awake at least. Hana? Mai fell into step beside me, watching me carefully.
Yeah?
What's wrong?
What was I supposed to say? They were really cruel to us, Mai, for 3 straight weeks. They didn't act like we were friends at all. I know that people make mistakes, but actions speak louder than words, too. Sometimes people mess up so badly, you have to cut them out of your life. You cut them. You're better off without them.
A memory formed at the edge of my mind, and I angrily pushed it away. Friends forgive each other's mistakes.
Who says we're still friends?
Hana.
Ooh.
Yeah. My side. Come sit. I want to tell you something. She gestured to a bench on the side of the walk. Together we sat. For a while I stared at the wind moving across the benches of the trees.
The benches of the trees?
The benches of the trees.
Just a tree full of benches.
Yeah, they don't have to make benches. They just fall out of the tree all the time. The benches of the trees before us. As the branches moved, light appeared and disappeared. To me, at least, it all seemed to be coming and going. But on the other side of the branches, it was constant. I was trying to figure out what symbolic meaning that had for me when my side again. Normal Boots Club has been through a lot. You're not the first person they tried to invite into their club. They have a lot of trouble with people want to take advantage of them. A surge of guilt flooded through me.
But I wasn't...
I know you weren't, but they don't know that. It's really hard for them to make friends. Even when someone doesn't want to use them, they get blinded by their popularity or, let's face it, crazy good looks. Genuine relationships aren't formed that way, and they've all been badly burned at least once. So if they reacted harsher than most people would, I'm sure it wasn't personal. Not really.
Kind of was from Shane. He's a dick.
They were probably trying to protect themselves. Yeah, maybe Shane is just being a mama bear. And he's like, yo, you trying to hurt my boys?
I don't
kick your shit.
Don't think Shane was trying to be a mama bear. I think Shane's just a cunt. And I say that having never watched his videos and based purely off of the single playthrough of Asagao.
Real life Shane is not the same as this Shane.
Well, now I'm just disappointed in him.
Okay. I wanted to respond, but I couldn't seem to find the words. Instead, I found myself returning to the first few days I came to Asagao. Why had I wanted to befriend the Normal Boots Club in the first place? Why was I so desperate to join? I had nothing more than a passing interest in video games at the time. But...
what was his voice? Was it kind of a Kumator?
Sure, I guess.
Okay. You know Jared?
Did I know him? I only talked to him on the train for a few minutes, so not really. We weren't friends or anything, and that's okay.
Yeah.
But looking around, Mai and this girl weren't the only ones who were interested. Everybody was listening in. They were so surprised when he talked to me. Maybe a little white lie couldn't hurt? I felt sick to my stomach.
At this point, if you're lying about knowing Jared,
it's the other
I
way.
understand.
They hadn't treated me well, but to honest, I hadn't treated them well either. Look, the game is trying to fuck me over now at this point.
Yeah.
Even if they weren't aware.
It's the one game that doesn't cheat for you.
My motives were less than pure. Throughout my time with the Normal Boots Club, I got to know them, and I started liking them as genuine people, as friends. But in the beginning, it was less friendship and more...
You're right. I've been a jerk.
Well, I wouldn't say that.
I would. I'm no better than they are.
I'm not sure I follow... I stood up.
Come on. We have somewhere to be.
Satch's bedroom.
I mean, look, I wouldn't object. I'd be surprised.
By the time we reached the Normal Boots table, lunch was nearly over. I stood over the table, breathing deep.
Yeah!
Hana, did you come to eat with us?
No, I came to apologize.
You!
Seriously?
I wasn't thinking about it from your perspective. Of course you'd be suspicious of me. You haven't known me for that long, and... people can do awful things to each other.
I thought that Satch was leaving the group. I'm surprised he's sitting with them.
Yeah. It was all legit.
Oh.
I'm sorry I was so angry about it.
Hana.
No, we're sorry.
Yeah, he's always gonna do the punch.
Yeah. We've grown suspicious over time, and you did not deserve that. Yeah.
All right.
What's most important is that the group is back together again. And we're happy to have you, Hana. Shane grunted. I glanced at him and he looked away. Well, most of us are.
We should just, tie Shane down and dye his hair pink.
I'm into that. Time for class!
See you later.
But we'll see you tomorrow, right, Hana?
Yeah.
Right you will.
Right you are, Ken.
Yeah.
And like that, it was set right. Well, most of it was. I still had to prove myself to a few people. After the excitement of the day, it didn't take long for Mai to fall asleep. I lay and listened to her steady breathing, resisting the urge to fall asleep myself. Why? Finally, her gentle snoring began, and I put on some clothes and headed back outside. Bitch, you need to stop. At this point, I was getting used to creeping around at night. It was horrifying the first time, and I had a few close calls, like that time that I got caught by the principal.
Yeah.
But I didn't think there was going to be someone jumping out from the corners and trying to kill me. The world wasn't as hostile as I thought it was. At least Asagao wasn't.
Yeah, Asagao is not. The world absolutely is.
I dashed across the campus and into Poppy Hall. Only once I was inside did I realize I didn't really have a plan. There was nothing in the hidden block lockers, and the club room was empty when I last looked. I crept up to the 4th floor, hoping to begin an in-depth search from room to room. Someone had to have it nearby. They were too heavy to move during the day, and it would take at least 2 normal people to move them. With this in mind, I worked my way from classroom to classroom, closet to desk, searching in lockers and nooks and crannies. Try after try, I found nothing of interest, at least to the boots. There was an oddly large amount of stuffed animals in these kids' desks. As I searched the last desk on the 4th floor, I sighed.
Still nothing.
Slipping down to the 3rd floor, I braced myself to begin again.
I really like her look without the jacket.
Until I heard a noise from a closet at the end of the hall.
Thank you, Hana.
It was coming from an old, unused closet just opposite the stairwell. Yellow light ringed the edges of the door. Someone was in there. And they weren't there on my way up. There was no way it was a janitor either. The janitor threw up the lights on the entire floor when he was cleaning. No, this was somebody's...
Okay, let's pretend that was a normal thing to say. Just janitor throwing up light bulbs.
It's just like Christmas lights just... pulling it out like a clown.
Yeah. Look, do you have a photo or a video of a janitor doing that? A clown janitor?
I can't say that I do.
If somebody out there happens to know a janitor who, like, sidelines as a clown...
Or perhaps the other way around.
Okay, sure.
He wants to be a clown, but he has to, be a janitor to pay his bills.
Right.
I don't think it goes the other way. They're like, well, I gotta pay the bills, so I clown on the weekends.
Yeah, you don't know. Birthday gigs, man, they pay money.
Mm-hmm.
So, I want to see that video. Help us out.
Very strange. No, this was someone else. It wasn't the janitor clown. I edged across the hall, taking care to not let my steps echo on the wooden floor, as they were prone to do when no one else was in the hallway. Finally, I made it to the edge of the door. Taking a deep breath, I grasped the cold handle, then all at once turned it and pushed the door open. Oh!
You alright?
What's happening here?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Little sparkly boy getting it on in the closet.
Mm-hmm. With his blush.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Jared stood before me, a collection of books at his feet on the shelf above him. In his arms was an open version of the 5th edition of Dungeons and Dragons. I glanced at the book on the floor. 3rd edition, 3.5, 4th edition, Battletech, and a myriad of what looked like new locations and expansions lay in order of edition and release date. They sparkled in the light, mint-condition despite how old they were. Jared and I locked eyes from across the room. And then he jizzed in his pants.
Yeah.
We didn't say anything. We didn't move a muscle. Time was suspended. We gained that power.
Yeah. Don't look too deeply into his eyes, though. I hear terrible things happen to you.
Yeah, you don't want to get in this whole gaze with Jared. I couldn't take it. Talk about fucking perfect screenshots.
Can we do a screenshot of it, or just steal it afterwards? Because I feel like we need to tweet this one out. Just indecent.
Yeah. I screamed and ran, sprinting for the staircase door.
A normal reaction to seeing Pro Jared. What? Hana, wait!
That's not his voice.
Fuck it, I don't care.
You did such a good Jared voice in the first few episodes, and then all of that drama happened, and it's just a bullshit voice now.
Yeah. Almost like he's a bullshit character now.
Jared was following. I pushed through the stair door and down to the 1st floor, bursting through, but Jared was catching fast.
Damn your good genes!
The front door was too far away. I'd never make it. Instead, I dove into a first-year classroom, hoping he hadn't seen me, but... Hoping he hadn't seen you!
Hana! No! Stay away from me!
I ran to the back of the room. There was nowhere for me
Look,
to go.
All this is horrendous, considering the events that have happened with Jared.
Yeah.
Wow! Okay.
He slowly approached, eyes gleaming.
You saw nothing! I wish! Yeah, I'm right there with you, Hana.
He was finally in front of me. It didn't say that he was naked, just that he was looking at D&D books.
Yeah, and it's indecent.
It's in D&Decent?
Yes. The awkward look we just gave each other over that joke, with both of us trying not to laugh. It was great.
It was a good joke.
We need a camera.
We do! You're the one who didn't want one!
Because we're too ugly for it, but we do need a camera sometimes.
And then we just add certain clips.
Yeah,
Okay.
like we record us, but we only take like still frames of us looking there. For the most part, it is still just the game.
Just still sounds like a disaster.
Yeah, no shit. I said you saw nothing.
Jared slammed his hands against the wall on either side of me. I was trapped, pinned to the wall. Oh. Oh. Oh my.
Once they're done eating her, they're gonna come down here and they're gonna eat me. Oh no! Like trolls
You
too.
fucked up the
I don't
entirety
give a
of
shit.
that.
I don't care. Whatever the quote is.
Okay, so first it's from Troll 2, not Trolls 2. And
Whatever.
they're eating her, and then they're going to eat me. Oh my god! Yeah.
So I changed it up for the oh no.
Damn it, Hana. Now is not the time for that.
It's been a very long time since
Professor
that meme was
Oak.
relevant.
You gotta stop. There's a time and place for everything, Hana, but not now.
No.
Hana, please.
Suddenly I was thankful for the dark, because I was definitely the one being indecent right then.
Oh yeah? Don't tell anybody what you just saw. Please.
I wasn't sure which was more visceral to me, my fear or Jared's presence.
Jared's presence.
Finally I caved just to get him out of my face.
Okay, I won't tell anyone. I promise. She's got those shifty eyes. Just, Hana!
He swept me up in a hug. Suddenly I really was pinned between the wall and against Jared.
That is unwarranted touching, my good sir. That. Unwarranted touching, my good sir.
There you go.
You should know better.
I flushed a deep red, not sure where to put my arms.
Thank you so much!
I was going to die here. The blood would leave my body, go to my face, and I wouldn't be able to breathe anymore. Goodbye, world. It was nice knowing you.
What was that?
Jared released me instead of tugging me to the floor. We crouched there for a few moments waiting. The sound of footsteps rang across the hall, along with what sounded like a muffled curse. Then, silence.
We should leave. We really shouldn't be here.
Is that where Jared was when we went to Satch's room? He was just like, I had to go into town for something. But he was off doing D&D by himself?
Yeah, he was off spanking it to D&D books.
Who could blame him? There's some pretty nice illustrations in there.
That is true. Some of the artwork for some of those D&D books is gorgeous.
Yeah.
Especially some of the more complete monster manuals.
Yeah.
They get pretty.
Jared looked at me as if just realizing I was also sneaking around in the academy at the dead of night.
I won't tell if you don't ask. Good enough for me.
Want a dick pic?
No.
Quietly, still crouched, we crept across the first floor classroom and into the main hallway.
I can just Google that shit and be disappointed.
Yeah.
Don't worry. Sweet Jesus. Look at that.
Now we knew what made that noise. A large crack sat in the middle of the floor, all splintered and dented wood.
Somebody dropped something really heavy.
I assume it was boots.
Yeah. You don't think... The boots?
We looked at each other. Immediately, we dashed outside Poppy Hall, scanning the nearby area.
Damn it! You've got to be kidding me! They were right outside the wall, Jared! They were right there! And we missed them. We should have left when we had the chance. Stupid! Stupid! I'm sorry. I was the one who stopped us. Yeah, you were.
A sly smirk crossed his face.
At least now I know what you were doing in here. I don't know what you're talking about. Now, if you don't mind, it's late and I should be getting to sleep.
Stiffly, I began to walk back to Primrose House.
Hana?
Hey, Hana.
I whipped around.
Shh. And what? I'm sorry, I suspected you. Turns out I was the villain all along.
Taken aback.
Dun, dun, dun.
I didn't know how to respond.
Oh. Well, I'm sorry I was so rough about it.
I really didn't know what else to say. Jared waved a hand at me in the careless way he had.
Bye.
Don't even worry about it. Good night, Hana.
I nodded, and this time when I left, I wasn't stopped again. At least not until I made it back to the dorm. Something seemed off.
I feel kind of icky reading his lines.
Quietly, I slid the key into the lock and turned it. The click that usually sounded so quiet now sounded like the clanging of a clock tower. Nervously, I opened the door.
No shit.
Shit!
What the hell?
I knew you were up to something!
No, I was just in the bathroom.
And you put on your clothes for that? I looked down at my uniform.
I'm... bathroom shy?
Yeah.
Really?
And you were gone for 3 hours? That's a long time.
I really needed to poop.
Yeah. I'm looking at porn.
Look, sometimes you get a really good book going and you're just in there for a few hours.
I can't say I've ever really been in there for 3 straight hours, though.
Slacker.
Fair enough.
Fine, you got me. Now let me in.
So what happened? I wasn't sure what to tell her. I hadn't prepared anything in advance. In an effort to make it all seem casual, I said the first thing that came to mind.
Well,
I forgot a book and went to get it, but I ran into Jared on the way.
oh, Jared.
Thank you. Oh. Shit! It had to be Jared, didn't it? Okay, you cannot hold out on me. Tell me what happened. I need all the details. You're my best friend, aren't you? Oof. Low blow. Now what?
Well, this is certainly awkward because I want to tell her. Like, I wanna.
I feel like if we're just like, yeah, well, I'm not telling you shit, she's gonna be like, oh, you're fucking Jared.
And that's a bad implication, but Mai's our number one, you know? And I tell you in real life a whole bunch of shit that I never should.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
There's like, oh, you can't say anything. I'm like, well, I'm gonna tell Bobby.
Yeah.
I usually tell them that, and they're like, okay, Bobby's fine. I'm like,
It's to the point that when people tell me shit, they're like, hey, keep it between you and Kevin. But
we don't really keep shit from each other. It's kind of weird, but I'm okay with that.
It's mostly work stuff when we work in the same cubicle set. You know, it doesn't matter.
Yeah. So we're breaking the promise?
Yeah, we gotta tell Mai. I feel bad, but it's a promise to Jared,
So
I
fuck it!
Right? Fuck him. Mai's more important.
Hopefully he doesn't tell Satch that we broke a promise, and then Satch is just like, hey, fuck you guys. I hope that doesn't happen.
Anyways. Okay.
I look nervously at her shining face. Shining force, too.
Yeah, that'd be great. So this game is turning out to be really good. Promise not to tell anyone?
Uh-huh.
Of course I promise! I don't have any other friends. I sat next to her and cupped my hands to whisper into her ear.
That just sounded fucking sad.
Whatever. Her only other friend is Mimi, who she laughs at when she falls on her face.
That dumb bitch.
It was pretty funny.
Yeah.
Fuck Mimi, dude. She does have a good restaurant, though.
Yeah.
Did I already say that? I stepped next to her and cupped my hands to whisper in her ear.
Jared plays D&D.
I stepped back, waiting for her reaction, but Mai was wide-eyed and frozen. Did I do something wrong? Was D&D really something so bad to play? Maybe I made a mistake in telling... That's so cool!
What the fuck?
I jumped and clasped my hand over Mai's mouth. She's great at keeping secrets. All up and down the halls, girls screamed and thumps and bangs echoed from their urgency to wake.
Damn it, Mai.
As the girls squabbled, I hurriedly changed into my pajamas. I pretended to be bleary-eyed as I peeked out the door.
What's going on?
I have registered an abnormality coming from this location.
Oh, you're a fucking robot. What? No, I think you must be mistaken.
Mistaken.
You are a robot. Okay. Like just most dorm room monitors. Okay.
Kakusu cannot be mistaken. As other girls poked their heads out of their rooms, I grabbed Kakusu's arm.
Look, nothing happened. Right?
And she just slips her a 10 yen piece.
A 10 yen piece?
Yeah, 10 yen piece.
Okay.
That's a thing, right?
Maybe?
It's like a penny.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh shit. I winked at her. I register your wink as a sign of secrecy. All is well here.
Kumator. What's going on?
Kumator.
Yeah, look, it's hard for me to do the accents without saying first a few random ass words that I have associated with it in my
I do
head.
that too. And I like that that's just your Kumatora voice. It's been like years since we played Mother 3.
Don't care. I saw a mouse.
And it was cool. She speaks truthfully. I smiled. After looking carefully from me to Kakusu, to my room past the open dorm door, Mimi sighed.
I hate this place. Also, clean her room up. It's a mess.
You made it fall on your face. She turned on her heel and went back into her room. Seeing that, the rest of the girls followed suit.
Thanks, Kakusu.
Kakusu has secrets to keep as well.
Precious. That's not creepy as all fuck. Yeah, definitely.
Kakusu nodded, then jerkily walked to her room across the hall. I like Kakusu.
Yeah.
Was it supposed to be a secret or something? Shaking my head, I went back inside.
What a jerk.
Like Mimi can talk, her room's a mess.
I'm just glad she didn't put 2 and 2 together. Don't scream like that next time.
Next time.
You know what I mean.
Mai pulled me into a warm hug. Thanks for telling me.
Yeah, no problem.
I don't really understand why it's a big deal. At all.
I don't either.
Jared's got other secrets that are way worse.
Well, not anymore.
Well, you don't know.
Oh, that's a fair point.
Now off to bed with you. You're going to be so tired when you wake up.
You're telling me.
It was a hell of a night, but at least now I had a new suspect in mind. Maybe the entirety of Hidden Block hadn't planned anything but the boots and the books going missing, and now that there was proof the boots were stolen by somebody? There was only one person who had reason to throw Satch off his game. Who plays the same games as Satch?
I don't know who the equivalents would be.
His opponent in the tournament, Jimmy. Jimmy Wetzel?
God damn it, Jimmy.
Oh, some people. The next morning was awful. I almost didn't get out of bed. It took Mai shaking me awake 5 minutes before we were about to leave for me to even wake up. As soon as I saw what time it was, my heart flew to my throat. I never got ready so fast. The spike of adrenaline immediately after waking left me feeling lightheaded and oddly not in my body. I tried to let the cool morning air wake me, but the world just looked strange in the sunlight. It was like I was trapped in a computer program and the sunlight was painted on. It simply did not belong.
Aha.
Meta!
Well, I appreciate it.
When we made it to Poppy, I was relieved. All I wanted was to collapse in my seat and maybe catch a few quick minutes of sleep, though I doubted I'd be able to after such a rough awakening. Fuck!
You alright there?
Why can I not speak today?
Do we want to...
My marbles are full of mouth today.
Yes, do we want to stop it here? Because it's about...
Yeah, okay, that's fair.
Almost a full episode, yeah.
Alright, that's fine with me. Interesting sauce. Jared has a secret, and, can't let that out, because then the internet explodes for a few days.
Right, and then it explodes a few days later when we learn more about the secrets. Yeah. Like when he thinks, 4th edition is better than 5th edition.
He never said that. There's some blasphemy that we cannot abide by. 3.5 for life.
Right. I mean, obviously.
He had 3.5 there.
If it was 3.5 or 5, I'm fine with it.
Yeah.
Occasionally, you can even throw back to the original, though that is broken as fuck.
Yeah, no, let's not do that.
But occasionally, it's good to play the old school stuff. But yeah, 3.5 or 5. We never speak of 4 again.
I don't even play D&D. Why do I have loyalties to certain rule sets in D&D?
Because you're a good man. Anyways... thank you for joining on this episode where we get to figure out stuff about Jared, and then we got to tell Maya and there was a mouse. We figured out that our dorm room monitor is a robot.
Yeah.
So,
it was a good time.
Yeah. Normal Thursdays.
Yeah. As for shoutouts, we have one collective shoutout today.
That's right. This guy is special. Kevandre discovered him.
So I follow a lot of the Normal Boots people on Twitter, and
right,
people who are peripheral to that as well. So Jetpat Bragan, who does a lot of the thumbnails for Beard Bros and Completionist, as well as Cat Icarus, he was tweeting about something that he made. I don't remember what it was. he made something out of wood, and then like Amanda Flagg, who's Gerard's girlfriend, commented on it, and then they were going back and forth, and he posted a GIF of Cowboy Kent Rollins talking about cast iron, and I'm like,
Okay.
I don't know what this is, and Amanda was just like, you're already looking at Kent Rollins GIFs,
Yeah.
and like, then there was a discussion about that, and I'm like, well, I don't know who this is. So I looked him up, and he's amazing. So I've watched a lot of Cowboy Kent Rollins videos now.
Now, he's an older gentleman.
Yeah, he's in his 60s now.
From Oklahoma, right?
Oklahoma.
And he does a cooking channel. And it's a lot of, like, outdoor cowboy-style cooking. Like, hey, we got this Dutch oven, and we're going to figure out all sorts of weird shit to put in it.
Yeah, he's got, like, you know, the Dutch oven, he always uses, like, mesquite wood for a lot of stuff. And his wife, Shannon, films everything, and she's, like, 30 years younger than him.
Not quite that much, but okay.
25 years younger than him. And, you know, it's all pretty interesting. He's got some really good recipes, and a lot of people in the YouTube comments refer to him as just cooking Bob Ross, and I can agree with that.
Okay, I can see that. He's got a beagle who likes to show up with stuff. If he ever needs veggies, the beagle will get it because the beagle don't like veggies.
Yeah, the beagle's name is Beeg.
Yeah.
And I love that dog already. And like they measured the success of the recipe by feeding it to Beeg and seeing how many tail wags he gives.
It's great.
It's great. It's a really good channel. It's very wholesome. So I really, really like it.
Occasionally he'll, if he does something really good, like I think we were watching a Cowboy Burger triple cheese one that he did. Turned out really well, and he does this weird little like dancing jig at the end.
Yeah, the happy dance.
Yeah, that totally reminds me of one of our coworkers who was also kind of a redneck. So now I'm spreading the good word and being like, you need to watch this because it's just like you. So yeah. I'm really liking him. He's got a lot of really good recipes. You said he beat Bobby Flay in one episode?
Yeah, it was actually Throwdown with Bobby Flay, not beat Bobby Flay.
Gotcha.
So Throwdown is different because they basically pretended that this person was going to get like a Food Network special, and Bobby Flay just rolls up on them in the middle of them recording that, and then they have to like do like a challenge, and they made chicken fried steak, and Kent won handily. So.
And
as he should.
After watching Kent, I believe so.
Yeah.
I fully believe that, mostly because I don't like Bobby Flay.
Yeah, that too.
Bastards trading on my good name.
Yeah. Rude.
So, very rude. Even though he's older
Is it
than I am.
a good name? I don't know.
Look, it's good for me. It was good for your mom.
Was it?
No, I'm just kidding. I'm a disappointment to your mother.
Sure. Okay.
I'm kidding. His mom's a very nice lady. I'm sure I'm not a disappointment to her for whatever fucking reason.
That's great.
But yeah, double shout out to Cowboy Kent Rollins. If you're into cooking channels, go watch him. If you want to see like a crazy redneck dude with fire, go watch him. He's great.
If you like Bob Ross and you get that kind of... Like, a lot of people call Bob Ross the OG ASMR.
They're not wrong.
Yeah. You get a lot of the similar kind of stuff from Kent.
Yeah, he does like nice little whispers into the camera. Not like full ASMR, but just, he's cooking. He's like...
He's really chill, you know?
Yeah, and we're going to add just a little bit of cheese on that because I like this kind of cheese. Welcome to the Provolone family.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. Not full on ASMR. He's not like mumbling into the microphone and being kind of creepy about it, but just the soft, gentle murmurs that you get in the good home cooking channels.
Yeah, it's really good. I'd definitely check him out.
Yeah.
But alright, guys. Next time, more Asagao.
Thank you so much, guys.
Later.
Bye.